Alrighty, happy Monday. What a beautiful Monday it is. Although it's raining, it's still beautiful. It's rain or sun, baby, rain or sun. Today I want to talk about a video I posted last week regarding what, why, and how. How these three questions, what, why, and how, can get you out, and I guarantee you, this is guaranteed, can get you out of any mud that you have been feeling stuck in. It will break through, these three questions will break through any emotional blockage that you are currently going through. What, why, and how. Three questions. Now, these questions have multiple facades to them. But today I'm going to go through the two main facades of what, why, and how. The first facade of these three questions is understanding the emotional blockage. If you are currently experiencing an emotional blockage, whether it's procrastination, whether you're feeling overwhelmed, this constant feeling of overwhelmedness, and it's stopping you from living your dream, going after your goals, it's stopping you from being present as a wife, a husband, a parent, a spouse, a business person, a person in working, whatever this emotional baggage is causing in your life, if it's causing disruption, just comment. Just comment, so at least you become self-aware. Guys, this thing that we are not able to be vulnerable with ourselves has to stop. Life is not perfect, and as soon as we understand that life is not perfect and that we can understand that we need to be vulnerable and we need to be self-aware of our emotions that are stopping us from moving forward, that is when we start to live free. And then after we start living free, then we start leading boldly. So, if you are feeling that you have an emotional blockage in your life, you have to answer these questions. What, why, and how. Now, I have an exercise book for these three questions on the two facades that we're going to go deep down in this video. So if you would like the exercise book on these three questions, just comment exercise book and I'll send it to you. Number one, the first facade of what, why, and how is you want to understand, you want to become self-aware. This is what we just spoke about now. You want to understand and you want to become self-aware of what the emotional baggage is. So, what is it? Procrastination. Boom, simple. My emotional baggage is procrastination. Number two, why is it showing up? Hypothetically speaking, we want to apply for a job, so I'm procrastinating. Why is the procrastination showing up? Why? Are we scared that they will say no? Are we assuming something that we don't even know has happened? Why is the procrastination happening? So what? Procrastination. Why? I'm scared of rejection. And how is it showing up? How is the procrastination showing up? I completely ignore it until I'm in bed and 2 o'clock in the morning, this job comes into my head. As soon as I go apply for the job, my heart starts to race. As soon as I want to think about it, I shut it off. I get anxiety. I distract myself. How is the procrastination showing up? We need to be real with ourselves. So after we understand what we are facing, and it's procrastination, why we are facing the procrastination, and how the procrastination is showing up, which is facade number 1, we want to go to facade number 2. Facade number 2 is creating an emotional attachment to stop the procrastination. So facade number 1, understanding the procrastination, becoming self-aware. Facade number 2 is creating an emotional attachment to the what? To the procrastination. So we're going to ask the exact same questions: what, why, and how. And with these 3 questions, we are going to stop procrastinating. So, why do I want to stop procrastinating? Because I want to get that job. Because I want to get that raise. Because I deserve it. Why? And then what's the emotional attachment? Freedom in life, boldness, achievement, goal getting, moving up. Why? What is the emotional attachment? Are you going to give yourself a better life? Are you going to give your kids a better life? Are you going to give your dogs a better life? I mentioned this thing of dogs because when we love something so much, more than ourselves sometimes, we will do whatever it takes to get to that destination. So we use that emotional attachment to get us to this emotional, get us to the destination. I'd like to give you a bit of an example of what I'm trying to explain over here. When a mother gets pregnant, and this mother has been smoking for the past 5 years of her life, why? Why? That's the most important question. Why does the mother stop smoking? She doesn't stop smoking for her because she's been smoking for the past 7 years. She stopped smoking because of something that she loves more. So when we create an emotional attachment to one of the emotional blockage, then we will fly through, we'll go through it. So, as I was talking about the facade number 2, we want to put an emotional attachment. Facade number 1 is awareness and understanding. Facade number 2 is an emotional attachment. What, why, and how. Why we just explained. How am I going to show up? How am I going to not procrastinate anymore? When my heart starts to race, I'm going to breathe out because I'm going to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. I'm going to relax. I'm going to activate my rest and digest. When I start to feel my heart racing, I am just going to take a deep breath. Yes, famous expression, and it works. Just take a breath. When I go to apply for the job and I feel like I'm gonna leave the computer, I mentally take authority all over myself and I say no. I've attached the emotional attachment and this is how I'm gonna get this job. So that's the why, that's the how, and the what. What is it? What's the opposite of procrastination? A go-getter, an achiever. And you start telling yourself these things. You start calling yourself, no more, I procrastinate. No. I'm a go-getter. I'm an achiever. So these 3 different questions, the what, the why, and the how, I guarantee you, and I've seen this with clients, with friends, with myself, with my husband, these 3 questions will get you out of any mud that you feel stuck in. And it will break through those emotional blockages. Now, if you want the workbook of these 3 questions with the 2 different facades, just comment workbook and I'll send them to you. Alrighty. Have a super awesome and blessed day, guys. Ciao.